I can dream. I can imagine. I can hope. I can believe.
But for all the hopes and dreams children should have, there is a tragic reality that some wake up to every day, where the unbelievable and the unimaginable happen in the midst of homes and relationships, and lasting help seems so far away.
Most of our kids are so guarded, because they've had to be. That's kind of a survival skill that they've had to learn, is they've had to really put up walls and keep adults at a distance, because I don't know if you're safe, I don't know if you're gonna hurt me, I don't know if I'm able to trust you and you're gonna take care of me.
When children come through our doors, we see them stumbling. We see them with disparity. We see them with questions. We see fear in their eyes. We see that they are not ready to trust. We know then that we have to earn their respect, that we have to earn their trust. And how we do that is, simply put, spending time with them, eating with them, playing with them, teaching them, rocking them, reading with them, praising them when they are accepting what we're giving. And thank you for letting me take care of you. What an honor that is.
Well, when we look across the state and we look at these wonderful facilities and wonderful people providing these services to these kids and to these women and to these families, we have to think about William and Elizabeth Sherrard over 100 years ago and marvel at their dream and wonder about what kind of a place would our state be without that dream. Where would we be without Children's Home Society and the Children's Inn? Who would serve those kids?
All of us that work at Children's Home, whether we are a board member, whether we are a staff member, whether we are a contract employee, we all need to have a dream for what can be possible for families, for children, for women. If we don't do that, then we limit ourselves. We restrict what we're able to do. We need to think all the time about how can it be better for children, and we need to pursue that.
The reason why I do what I do is because I find it hard to think of any job that's more important than teaching the next generation how to act, and that's just kind of what I've always wanted to do, and to really train them in the way that you should live your life, and be an example of that to those kids that don't have that opportunity to really experience what that's like.
When I hear the dreams of the children that I have the privilege and honor of working with every day, it makes me want to shout our mission that there is an important role and responsibility of everyone that touches any child's life to be able to be part of making dreams happen, of being able to build and maintain hope in each and every one of their lives.
While we can look backwards and say thanks to the Sherrards, it's also incumbent upon all of us to look forward. What more can we do? How can we better expand the services, the mission of Children's Home Society? How can we better fulfill our responsibilities to these little kids and their families? How can we make their lives even more promising, healthy, successful and safe. And one of the best ways we can accomplish that is by being a friend of Children's Home Society, helping the society grow.
I remember a boy on our unit that had a goodbye visit with his family because they were, the courts removed him, terminated parental rights, and he had a goodbye visit, and he was just petrified of his father, just total fear. This is a man that just did horrible things to him and abused him terribly, and he would just, before they would go on their visits, he would just get so nervous, you know, and the sense of relief knowing that he wasn't gonna have to go back to the situation anymore. And as he's leaving the last visit, he turns back to his dad and he says, "Dad, I sure hope you can learn how to control your anger." You know, and that's really cool that he could feel that safety, you know, that we provided that for him at that time.
That brings us joy because we hear hope in their voice, we hear excitement. And when they came through our doors, there was not that excitement. It was fear, and it was worry and despair. And when we hear that, just that giddiness and the excitement, it is enlightening and it's meaningful and it's significant, because they trust us enough to let us share that part of their journey with them. That is how children flourish in our care.
It is important to have dreams because you need to know what God has to say in our dreams.
I would like to be a cowgirl and a second grade teacher.
It's important to have dreams all year long. If you don't believe in yourself, then no one else is going to believe in you.
I like to be apprentice with little mermaids and stars and fish. And I like to swim and stuff.
Well, I'm thinking about buying a 2008 Z28 Chevrolet Camaro. An archaeologist digging up dinosaur bones.
I'll be a writer. I'll have my own book.
Try your hardest and be the best you can.
If you believe in yourself, you can do it in your heart.
I wanna rescue people and all those kind of things and put out fire and stuff. And slide them down those poles. Well, I bet that's gonna be fun.